Oh well. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So it's week 3 of North Downs Way 50 training. It's Monday today, and luckily Carla and I have the week off, so we're going to be heading over to Seven Sisters to run along the coast there. So it's just sandwiched in between Seaford and Eastbourne, and it's a route we've never run before. So I've been looking over a couple of books that I've got, which have a kind of guide to it. South Downs Way book, which will be running along a little bit of the South Downs Way. I picked this up for 50p in a charity shop, actually, was very pleased with that. And then the other book I've been looking at, which isn't a charity shop book, it's one I got for Christmas. It is Southeast Trail Running by Mark Rainsley, and this is great because it's got loads of routes around the southeast. So I'm hoping to kind of work my way through it this year. To get some, different routes, just to mix it up to find new spots to run in. And the one that we're doing today is this one here, so Seven Sisters and Beachy Head. So we'll be starting just up here, so around this place called Exeat. Seaford's just over here, we'll get the train to there, and then we'll run along the Seven Sisters, which are pretty iconic. There was a Windows desktop background, which you may remember, which is taken from actually just over here, looking out that way, so eastwards along the coast. So it looks a lot like this. So that's the run we'll do. So we'll head up towards Beachy Head this way, and it's looking a really nice day for it as well. So last night there was actually really stormy weather. We've got a skylight window in our bedroom, and that was really loud with the rain just kind of pounding against it. But as you can see, it's cleared, so it's looking much better. In fact, let me just stick you out of the window so you can have a look at that. Yeah, much sunnier, much more tranquil this morning, which is good. Oh, you can see what's happened after last night. Our Christmas tree has fallen over, so I'll need to put that back up. But yeah, looking much nicer there. So we're going to head off that way. So Eastbourne's in that direction, and Seven Sisters, centre of Brighton here, and it should be good. So there are the famous Seven Sisters. So just out that way you can see in the distance 7 little hills there. Well, I say little hills, I'm going to run them soon, so they probably won't feel that little, but they look very little from here, which is nice. The opportunity to talk whilst we're in a dip, because once you get up onto the ledges, each of the Seven Sisters, it's actually very, very windy. But when you're down in these dips like we are at the moment, coming up to hill number 2, then actually the wind is far less ferocious. But yeah, decent elevation on these. Very stark sign of cliff erosion here. Actually, Stephen Cousins on Film My Run, he was pointing this out a couple of weeks ago. That's the old path there, just drops off into the sea, and then you've got the new path over here. So quite a stark reminder of cliff erosion going on there. Right, we're finished up on our run and we're just here sheltering out the wind. We've ended up at a place called the Beachy Head, which is a pub. So that's the name of it, Beachy Head there. And then we've got this place here, which is called the Beachy Head Experience, which has a free exhibition in it. So we'll probably take a look at that in a moment. Decent elevation on the Seven Sisters. So yeah, it was very up and down, but really nice to see. Beautiful, amazing views in the distance as well. So really great run there. So we decided to carry on running from Beachy Head, where we stopped for a quick coffee and apple juice, and we're going to end our run in Eastbourne, just down there in the distance. The last time I went to Eastbourne actually was about 11 or 12 years ago. Just come out of university, and I decided that I would walk the South Downs Way with a group of 5 of us, so a group of 4 friends. And we hadn't really done any walking over that distance or that many days before. We'd mainly been used to kind of, you know, walking like for a day or something, but we thought we'd do it. So 5 of us started, 3 of us finished in the end. 1 had a severe case of tendinitis, the other got severe blisters, probably the worst blisters I've ever seen, almost like a blood-soaked shoe. It was grim, but I won't go into any more depth. Anyway, when we got to the end of the South Downs Way, which is just here, so we're just coming into Eastbourne at the moment, the one thing that we decided we wanted to do was to go down to the beach and to dip our toes in the water. Our highly blistered feet are very hot as well, because it was the middle of summer. We thought we would go down to the beach and we would soothe them. Unfortunately, the tide was out. If you know anything about Eastbourne, it's also a pebble beach, so it meant that we had this agonising walk for minutes and minutes over the stones. It took a good while to actually get out to the sea. I just remember it being one of the most torturous experiences ever. We had, you know, pictured it over our 8-day walk on the South Downs Way being one of the most blissful things, to get to that point and put our feet in the sea, but it ended up being rather grim in the end. So that's my last memory of Eastbourne. That was the last time I was actually here, and luckily the experience today is going to be a lot more tranquil. So we're now down in Eastbourne, and this is the end part of the South Downs Way. Well, the start or the end, depending on which way you're doing it. It says Eastbourne to Winchester there. So this marks the point. I don't think this sign was here actually when I did the walk I just mentioned a moment ago. That was a good 11-12 years ago, but yeah, this is the end of the spot, and this is where we'll leave you for today.